Keep it tight.
Welcome to Keep It Tight. Keep it tight. Emma's here and her face has calmed down.
My face is back in business. Well, just about.
Yeah.
No.
Were you worried in case we're going to be left looking like the Elephant Man?
Well, by the time I talked to you, so say our reel that is up at the moment is
For anyone who's not following, Emma had 2 laser treatments on her face and her face.
Yes. We were talking about it last week.
Blew up.
My face blew up. Giant head. None of my family could look at me for a week. I spoke to you on Thursday, so I'd gotten it done on the Tuesday. The head grew on Wednesday, and by the time I was chatting to you on Thursday, that was it starting to go down. Because remember I said to you, it's this, Deirdre, this is better than it was. So, I'll be honest with you now.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of people that actually want to know about the treatment, and there's other people that wouldn't be doing anything to themselves or whatever. So 2 lasers, and I'd obviously watched loads of videos online. I had not seen anyone's head scaled to the size that my fucking head did.
Yeah.
I was so swollen.
You were
My eyelids were swollen. I was like, if my mother sees me, she's gonna be booking in the last rites. Okay. I had gigs on Saturday and Sunday.
And you had the swollen face. You did the treatment on what day?
Tuesday.
Oh, God.
Right?
So Tuesday. By Wednesday, by Thursday. I would have thought by Friday had it come down?
It was continuing to go down.
Right.
But then on Saturday, I'm going to Belfast, and it's a bit... It's the texture then, you see. So you're still kind of pinky, but I suppose you're kind of shedding a bit, right?
Can I just ask you one question?
Yes.
Why did you do 2 together? Would it not
Because
be enough to do 1 at a time?
No, because this is the way they do it.
Okay.
To target all things.
Okay.
To target your
and the
fine
results are
lines.
going to be fine lines.
Fine lines, pigment. So today now on my face,
you
all
do
I
look
have
lovely. Your skin looks lovely.
I just have it. Well, it's not complete yet, but all I have is a tinted SPF.
Okay.
And that's all I had. That's all I've really had on my face.
Yeah.
So I go to Belfast on Saturday, and the face, we're stitching the face together, let's be fair. Okay, texture's your issue.
Yeah.
And it's pinky.
Okay.
So I said in Belfast, I told them the story, because I always tell everyone what the fucking story is at all the gigs.
On stage, you mean? You told the audience.
I said, I'm after getting BBL and Halo, and I knew, I'm not just saying this, but I knew if anyone's going to fucking understand this situation, it's the women in the north, because they're fucking all over everything.
They are into their treatments. They are into beauty, aren't they?
Yeah, the most the most glamorous women in the fucking country.
Aren't
okay,
they? Aren't they?
100%.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this is the perfect place to be telling them, because they'll all fucking know.
Yeah.
I won't have to explain nothing. And I says, I'm after getting this BBL Halo thing. And I was like, look, unless somebody's on their way out and we need the photo, like girls the ahead of me. I says, has anyone had it done? And some fella puts up his hand and he goes, yeah. I said, did you have it done? He goes, me mammy. I was like, oh, tell us. He says, his mammy had it done. And I said, well, how did she get on? I was like, how were the results? And he said, oh, she had to go back. I was like, why did she have to go back? Wasn't happy with the results. And I was like, what happened? I was like, fuck's sake.
Oh, God. That's not the last thing you want to hear, is not happy with the results.
She got a droopy eye. I was like, what? I was like, from a laser. I was like, now you have to get on to Mammy. Was Mammy telling you the full story there? I was like, from a laser.
Botox. She got a droopy eye from Botox.
Yeah, so he messaged me later to say, no, she fessed up. She got a bit of filler that day as well, or something. I don't know. Anyway, she got a few bits done.
A few bits.
For sure, weren't they all waiting for me after the gig to get a picture? And I was like, girls, no selfies. I was like, right back, filter. Like, they're like, I can't see it. I was like, fuck off. I was like, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
No,
but I
photos
suppose
are hilarious.
What I'm used to, now this one, the swelling had pretty much gone, but like a bit scaly. So I suppose if you're used to your skin not being like that, you're like, look at the fucking hack of me. Like I went and told all the staff, I was like, oh, look at my head, ha ha ha.
So you're not totally back to normal. They're still quite red.
A little bit
pinky,
red,
bit pinky.
bit pinky, and kind of a few little blemishes that I wouldn't usually get, like kind of around here.
Yeah, the skin looks nice though. Are you happy with the skin?
Yeah,
Does it
I
feel
think
new?
it does. When you feel it
Do
now,
you
it's
notice
good.
any lines gone?
I don't know if there's any lines gone, but definitely pores. I can see, like when I've nothing on now, whatever, I can see the pores are gone. I'm like, okay. I'm like, fine. It does look good.
You're looking tight. Keep it tight.
Yeah, it's well compared to what I was. But I know maybe another day or two, and then I'll be tweaking my nipples, looking in the mirror.
I'd say another week. You know, I'd say keep
for
improving
the whole thing,
for a week.
So then I was like, right, I got that.
We're never going to leave ourselves alone, are we?
Not at all.
No.
But sure,
I have to up my game on the treatments now. I'm ready to do the CO2.
Deirdre.
I'm going to do it, yeah.
Well, okay.
It's just heat. I don't think it's any worse than what you've just had.
No, but Deirdre, how you're going to look after.
Yeah, no, I need 4 days downtime.
Oh, Deirdre, are you fucking... You need 4 weeks downtime.
No. You'll be back out in a week. I've asked them. I've done all the research and asked all the questions.
So had I, Deirdre. You'll be back out in 4 days, but you look mad.
God.
Deirdre, CO2 is not 4 days.
Oh.
CO2 is more aggressive than what I had.
It's a week, but she said to me, if you got it done on a Monday, you could definitely go on stage on the Friday.
Yeah, you could walk on stage.
But I'd look like an Oompa Loompa.
You're not going to be wheeled out in a wheelchair. But...
Anyway, you're giving me this, you're freaking me out.
I'm just trying to be honest with you.
You're scaring me now. You're actually frightened.
No, but sorry, 4 days for CO2, get a fucking grip. That's not possible.
Really? Oh my God.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Nurse Emma.
Oh, you know I'm a nurse. Actually, it's so funny.
you're a
I
nurse.
showed my mum the pictures.
Wow.
And she goes, God, she said, so funny. She goes, it's mad that happened to you. And you being a nurse. And I said, well, I was elongating the fuck out of myself and staying hydrated.
A lot of water, I'd say.
And praying.
Any other crack?
I went to Derry on Saturday then.
Yeah, our beloved Derry.
And so that was great. But you know yourself, whole day in the car.
Yeah.
And I said, right, we'll have a good laugh now. I was showing the lads all the pictures of me. And sure, we were all screaming, laughing. And I was showing it to Mickey Bartlett.
Yeah.
Who's hilarious. Like, he's just fucking hilarious.
Isn't he?
But I showed him, and I was like, he's like crying. And I was like, oh no, Mickey, like, honestly, I was so depressed. I was like, Mickey, I wanted to hang myself. It was so bad. And Mickey says, how would you fit the rope around your neck? I was like,
that is very dark.
I know, sorry. I should have done a trigger. But that's comedians backstage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me explain to the people listening
Yeah.
that we are a tad desensitized.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you'd be howling.
Yeah.
Andrew Ryan was there, my good mate. He says to me, I have a story for you. And I was like, go on.
Oh, she's loads of crack for me.
He goes to the Comedy Store just the weekend before, right? So, and then came to do the gig in Derry. He said he's doing the gig. Now, I won't go all to the ins and outs because I'm sure other people are going to be telling the story. They're doing the gig. He's half time. It's the break. Half time. What am I fucking really keen? It's the break. Somebody says to him, just to let you know, Quentin Tarantino was sitting at the front there.
Ooh.
And he's like, I knew you'd like that. I knew that'd get your attention.
Straight away, Deirdre's alive. Deirdre's alive. Tarantino's at the front of the Comedy Store. This is making my day. Go on.
And he says, what? And he kind of has a little look at the curtains. Sure enough, you couldn't miss that head.
No, you wouldn't miss Tarantino's head. Without any laser or VVL or CO2,
Quentin,
you'd spot Quentin.
We say that with love.
We say that with love.
We'd spot that head a mile
I want
away.
to know what happened next.
So he goes, so anyway, gig carries on. They're finished the gig and they say to him very casually, they say, Quentin, do you want to go backstage or whatever? He goes, yeah. Goes backstage.
Wants to meet the comics.
They're all having a chat. And then they say to him, do you want to go for a drink or whatever? He's like, yeah. So
is he on his own?
He's on his own. No, but he had a driver waiting outside for him.
Yeah, but
I think he had like a bodyguard.
He didn't have a mate though.
No. And so they stayed around drinking with him till 2:00 in the morning. Andrew was like, sure, I was going home. I was going back to the hotel. No, not now.
Not now. You're not going to say, no, we're not going for a pint with Quentin Tarantino. I'm sure he'll be in next week. No.
Yeah. I think a couple of people doing the gig had other gigs that they had to go to.
Oh,
So
boo-hoo.
I think Jo Caulfield was there, and she had to bop off to another gig.
So annoying.
Yeah. So they said they were chatting away.
So
to
the
him.
Irish lads, Mickey Bartlett and Andrew Ryan, was it? Oh no,
I
Mickey
know
wasn't
Andrew
at
was
that. This is
there.
Andrew.
Andrew was there. Elliot Steele was there. I can't remember who else.
Elliot would love that now.
So they were up drinking with him till like 2:00 in the morning. He said he's over in England because he's doing a play. So he's going to be living there for the next 18 months. Goes to comedy all the time. Like every 2 weeks, once a month, he just goes.
He just pops into comedy clubs.
He just goes into comedy clubs.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I like hearing that.
So
I like
there
a
you go
filmmaker
now.
that pops into a comedy club. Go on,
Well,
Quentin.
there's not fucking many of them, is there?
Well, I have a very fondness for Quentin Tarantino because I think he's probably the most interesting at casting.
You're never not working, are you? You're never not fucking working. Do you want that clip for real, do you?
But genuinely, I think he's just amazing at casting. And I can, you know, what I mean by that is he's adventurous, he's different, he doesn't chase the usual stars, the usual suspects. He's the person who brought John Travolta back. John Travolta hadn't worked. He was persona non grata.
Yeah.
Quentin brought John back for whatever the hell it was called.
But when you say
the
there,
Burger Royale.
Filmmakers bopping into comedy, do you know is there anyone else out there who's in that game or that kind of level or whatever that just pops into comedy gigs? I don't know anybody.
Not that I know. Not that I know. No. I don't think so. Are you talking about in Ireland?
In Ireland, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there is.
I'm not aware.
But I don't think that we have an equivalent of, now I'll be shot for this, a comedy store in the way that they do in, this is the Comedy Store, right?
Yeah.
So he probably goes to the Comedy Store in LA.
Yeah, that's what he was saying to them. Yeah.
A lot. So the first place he's going to go to in London is the Comedy Store. We don't have a Comedy Store.
We don't have a comedy
Why don't
store.
we get one? The Comedy Store would be, somebody should buy that. It's a franchise, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, it needs to be our clubs, all our clubs in town, which I love dearly, the International and all the rest of them, they're very small.
Yes.
Not easy to just kind of shimmy in there, you know, and hide and be discreet.
There's nowhere to hide in the Inter, is there?
No. So there isn't really a club that's like...
Like maybe the Inter down the back, but you'd have to know the lay of the land.
Yeah.
I'd know to go and sneak up the back, but...
Yeah, but a visitor just would not know these things.
No.
And I just don't feel... I feel like there is a missing middle room. I know Rosie O'Donnell, when she started doing her work in progress shows here, and she does them in the Inter, I think she was saying, is there not a bigger room? Like a 200-seater would be the average.
Yes, yeah.
For a comedy club. Comedy clubs are 200, 300 seats. She was going, is there not another room I can play that's...
Yeah.
You know, got a bit of table service. You know, the usual tradition that they have in the States where they're bringing drinks to your table and all that crack. We don't have one, is the answer.
Well, I suppose we have the Laughter Lounge, though. But that's a different thing.
It is a different thing.
It's not focused around the comedy scene happening in the country, if that makes sense. You know, the way, like, it's not like...
I think it's quite corporate dependent.
Yeah, and it's not like people are doing the Inter and then going on to the laugh. You know, like
run on to the Laughter Lounge. No, it's become its own thing, and I think it's very successful at what it does.
Yeah,
but it's not a Comedy Store vibe.
No,
it's not. It's I think the corporate world holds it up on a Thursday night.
Yeah,
it used to anyway. I'm not that up on it anymore. But yeah, it's just a different scene, and it's kind of slightly. The wrong sort of side of town, would we say? Anyway, whatever, we don't have, I think...
Look at Quentin Tarantino. Could be Bob. When are you in London again? When's your next London gig?
Emma, I've news for you. I have 2 more shows and I am done with okaying it.
Oh, lovely.
And I did a show count. Oh
my God,
I rang the agency, I said,
How many?
Can you guess? Would you put a guess on it?
I would say, okay, this is just off the top of my head. I'm going to say 187 gigs.
Bloody hell, you're close.
Am I?
Yeah, you're very close. It's going to be, by the time I finish, I think it's going to be 174.
Yeah, I knew it would have been
Yeah,
somewhere.
I didn't. I thought it was less. I thought it was around the one, maybe around, might hit the 150, so 174 by
Yeah,
the time I finish. Delighted with that.
it's a lot of shows, isn't
Some
it?
number.
Yeah.
It's some number. We're match fit now, girl.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And how
That's
do
a
you
lot of
feel?
air miles.
How do you feel about saying goodbye to the show?
I'm ready. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
I'm absolutely.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm ready because I want to post that show, and I'm holding back because,
Yeah.
you know, it's not fair.
don't
And
wanna
my
spoil
poor
it.
lovely people who are coming to Ballinasloe, that Ballinasloe gig better be full. 29th of
hopping.
May, you better be hopping. It's the last one. Birmingham the night before, and I'm flying in to drive down to Ballinasloe on the day.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's it, and I will be going on the rip.
Are you going on the rip, yeah?
I am, but unfortunately Sharon Mannion's opening for me. Now Bridie Larkin is with me as well.
Yeah.
But Sharon's driving back, so that's no crack. That's no use.
She's no use to you.
No, she's no use to me. And of course then I was thinking, oh, should I just get in the car and go home? But I thought I can't. I have to market. I just have to sit down and have a fucking drink. Do you know that feeling of, right, I've done it. I've bloody done it.
It's done, yeah.
Yeah. So myself and Bridie can paint the town red. She's a local. She knows everything.
Yes. And are you going to, like, sleep for a week now, or?
Am I going to sleep for a week?
When you're done?
Well, I've had my holiday pretty much a couple of days later.
Okay.
That's 29th of May, and I'm going on my holiday on the 3rd of June. Did I time that well?
You're going on your holiday
So
the 3rd of
excited.
June?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of pod admin. So what day's the 3rd
Yeah,
of June?
well, let's not do the pod
Yeah, yeah,
admin
yeah.
right now on the pod.
This is all news to me.
Yeah. That's what I said to you when we sat down. Yeah, we need to put
So
a few pods in the diary.
174.
Should I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
74, yeah.
I'm not there counting mine yet.
Oh, God, no, you can't do that at the start. You leave
No,
that. You
no,
leave
no,
that
no,
till the
no.
end. Leave that till the end. I didn't tell you about Copenhagen, did I?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think I've seen you since. I don't think your head had blown up. I don't. Had it?
When did you go to
Were we
Copenhagen? I
discussing
don't know.
last weekend, I presume.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then I didn't know.
So I only
didn't
had the
hear.
one night in Copenhagen,
Yeah.
and I was flying in, kind of in the afternoon.
Okay.
Like, so I was going to be landing at like.
Oh, yeah, because you were
3
saying
o'clock.
you've got an hour to discover Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I had like 2 hours, you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, of course, when I landed at the hotel at 4 o'clock, I realised, oh, Deirdre, you've lost an hour. The clock, they're an hour ahead. So I'd even less, adjusted an hour. The sun was shining. Copenhagen looked lovely, and thought, all I can do is walk.
Yeah.
All I can do, my hotel was lovely, so I just walked for the hour, like in the direction of kind of the main shopping area, and
Yeah.
tried to take in as much as I could. And then, Emma, for the first time in my life, I had a disastrous Uber experience. I called an Uber to go to Theatre Play, as it's
Yeah.
called, the venue in Copenhagen.
Okay.
And the lad took me to the wrong place. But because you're in a country you'd never been in before in your
Yeah.
life, you don't know, do you? I didn't have my eyes. He was
Yeah.
going to, I put in Theatre Play, the name of the venue.
Yeah.
He dropped me. I got out. There was a girl. I got out of the car. There was a girl saying, hi. And I thought, oh, she's obviously a venue manager or something.
Yeah.
And she said, hi, come in. Opened the door. And I said, I couldn't see any people. I was thinking,
Yeah.
going to be audience around at this stage because it was about 7:30. Shows at 8. So she presses a buzzer on the lift and she puts me in, and the lift door is closed behind me, and up I go to the 3rd floor. And I come out into a very fancy 4 or 5 star Michelin starred restaurant. And I go, well, this isn't Theatre Play, is it? He goes,
no
no.
wonder she was all fucking smiles.
Oh, she was greeting me like I was fine dining. I was in for
you
my
were
dinner.
gonna drop a few quid.
A restaurant called Geranium. I said, I think I'm in the wrong place. He said, what are you looking for? I said, I'm looking for Theatre Play. Do you know what? Oh, yeah, I know it. He said, because I live very near it. I knew her miles away. I said, how far? He said, 20 minutes. You're on the wrong side of town. I was like, oh my God. Now I start to get kind of
Yeah.
panicky. So it was 7:30. I was trying to give myself as much time to see Copenhagen as possible. So I was almost leaving
Yeah.
I was kind of chancing my arm on the sound check. I was just going, look, it's a small room. It'll be grand. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to see what I can see. Had to fucking call another Uber and like go as fast as you can. I arrived at 8 for a show at 8.
What time did you go
Do you know
on
what it
stage at?
saved me though? Do you know what saved me?
What?
You know David Niall, the comic?
Yes.
He had been in Copenhagen the week before.
Oh, okay.
And he had been in a couple of places I'd been. And he said, I'm going to Oslo, don't know what that'll be like. And I said, it was lovely. I was there the week before. Anyway, he said to me, he happened to send me on this message and say, if you're doing Copenhagen again, here's the fella to contact, an Irish comedian called Jefferson Bond.
Okay.
And he said, he's the man. If you want him to support you, if you want him to open for you, and he's the man.
Okay.
So I followed him because David sent it to me, and he had messaged me that day and said, listen, I'm Jefferson Bond. I'm here, I'm Irish, if you want me to open for you. And at the last minute, because I wasn't going to, I was just going to, but at the last minute, I just thought, do you know what, it might be nice to have company. So I said, yeah, I'd love you to open for me. So only I had organised that.
Okay.
I was able to message him because I tell you what, Emma, you see these little schedules you get with the number of the venue and the person. No one ever answers those.
No, it's the pointless. We need to get somebody's
No,
mobile.
I rang. I had the number for somebody. No, it rang out. So I was able to message Jefferson Bond. I said, the name's Bond, Jefferson Bond. Well named. Saved the day. I said, I need you to do the sound check. I need you to get me a wedge. So put my foot on it. And I said, I'll be there at 8, hopefully in time to introduce you. He was fabulous. From the north. Absolutely gorgeous young fella.
And what's he doing in Copenhagen?
Living there. Just got married to a girl from Copenhagen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's living and staying. And
he's there. Yeah, he's stayed.
Yeah, he stayed and he works a lot as a stand-up and is able to come back and work in Ireland, I suppose, every few weeks, every month or whatever to top up. But anyway, lovely fella and he cool as a breeze and did it all. So fair play to Bond.
Jeez, the panic though.
Oh, the panic. I've never been dropped like in the wrong side of town by an Uber. I was like, how did that happen?
Oh, God.
Very dangerous. I was lucky, like. Anyway, there you go. That was that.
Panic.
Then I got up. I was up at 7 o'clock. I was up at the clock for 5:30.
You had to be up very early, didn't you?
Yeah, I had the first cousins from Canada over.
Oh, yes. I remember now. Because I couldn't remember why you had to be up then early as well.
I know. But the cousins were over from Canada.
Right.
And this is my lovely first cousin, Denise O'Donoghue, and her daughters were going to be with her, and I've never met them, which seems shocking to me. But I suppose I just haven't gotten myself to Calgary, to Canada, and she comes over usually on her own because she might have a business trip or whatever.
Okay.
So she just thought, no, I'm bringing my girls to Ireland. They need to come now. They're 19 and they're 21. And unfortunately, anyway, whatever. Long story short, we went for a very boozy lunch. And I didn't have Holly, but I had Dan, who then met his cousins. And you get this, I don't know, they're cousins. I've never met them. I said, I know, and then you're going to meet them today.
Yeah.
The good news is we're going to a rugby match in the Aviva, because obviously that's his thing. Anyway, got on like a house on fire. Pints of Guinness, lunch, in to watch the match. We're leaving, and he says to me, I feel like I know them my whole life. I said,
that's crazy.
Isn't it? I said, that's genetics, Dan. I said, that is you're connected. The connection to your cousins is extraordinary.
Yes.
Just because you've been reared by the same people, by the same genes, there's a connection that is so powerful. They're like siblings. I have cousins, my McLaughlin cousins as well, in particular, that they're like, wouldn't matter if I didn't see them for 5 years or 10 years.
Oh, yeah, just straight back in.
Straight back in there. There's a familiarity that's just extraordinary. Do you have this?
Yes. I do. I have cousins now who, I would have grown up with. And it's funny because I was telling my mum and dad there the other day. Actually, I didn't tell you this. On what day was it? Monday. It must have been. Get a message from the school saying that, your son has won an award we're having an awards ceremony at 2:30 tomorrow. So I was delighted that I wasn't working or anything. I was like, oh God, what are the chances of that? Like, that I'm just free to go to this thing.
Yeah.
So I said it to my mum and dad, and it was for Joe. And he won, they're going through the awards thing. We don't know what's going on, like, we don't know what's happening. And he wins an award for full attendance, right? And I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, kind of
Christ,
like,
I can tell you no child of mine ever
was
won
like-
an award for full
I was like,
attendance.
what's this all about? Whatever. But then, anyway, didn't he go on to win Student of the Year?
Go on, Joe.
Come on, the Joe.
Making us all respectable.
So I was delighted for him. But anyway, when we were walking back, my mum and dad.
Delighted for him.
Oh, delighted because when he got up, he's like, oh man, you could see him like not embarrassed, but like, you know what I mean? Oh, haha, Scarlett, like haha, Scarlett, rather than
so
like
cute.
pulling a Redner, you know.
Yeah.
And anyway, then I was walking back. We were all walking back after. And you see, I went and got Tommy early out of school because we knew, oh, this is a big secret and all. So it was all great crack.
Make a big deal.
Yeah, all great crack. But they were saying to me, I had a sketch show going, and I was like, one of the days I'm filming with my cousin Dan, and I've cast my niece in it as well.
Oh, the
and
wild
my brother is her chaperone. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a fucking laugh. But I find it so easy to film with Dan. Anyone who follows me on Instagram, any of my nice looking sketches, Dan Dalton. But because
He's your first cousin.
he's my first cousin.
And whose child is he?
So he's my Auntie Anne's son,
On your mother's side or?
father's sister.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I love filming him. Now he's super talented, and when we were growing up, he was that child that, you know, could draw something and it would look like the thing, like super
Wow.
artistic.
Okay.
Always, and really humble, not a salesman like me. Not a businessman like me, right? Not at all. Totally artist. Yeah. But why, apart from he's talented, the other reason why I enjoy filming with him so much is because there's so much that doesn't have to be said, because you know what the other person is saying.
Yes.
Do you know, like, it's just...
Yeah. There's a shorthand.
There's a shorthand there. But I had cousins who, I didn't know them. They went to Australia. So kind of like that. And I didn't see them. I met them for the first time maybe when I was 13. And like that, like what Dan said, I felt like I'd known them my whole life. And like my cousin Aoife is madder than me in like, she's a madder sense of humour than me, but it's the same sense of humour.
The madness in your family.
Laughing with her.
You know the madness in your family?
Yes.
Is it from your dad's side more than your mother's?
I think maybe my dad, but there's different types of madness. So
well, let's go with the funny mad.
Yeah.
Which line do you think the funny? Who's the funny person? Like,
maybe my dad's, but the manic and stuff would come from my dad's. But then my cousin is my dad's side, but she's like much sweeter person than me, if you get me.
Yeah.
You know, like she's still hilarious, but she's just sweeter.
Yeah.
You know?
I
don't know how to describe that. But see the good in
she
people.
wouldn't be putting up a post of me on House of Games saying, oh, she's having a go.
What the fuck do you want me to
Slagging
say?
me off. Find a fucking question that I answered correctly. I'm busy trawling ever since going, that fucking witch. I'm going to find all the questions I answered correctly and
That's when
post
you know
them.
someone's a true friend. Come on.
I did have a laugh. But, yeah.
Of course you
But
did.
she wouldn't do that. She's got a sweeter side.
She doesn't have...
That's my point, Emma Flemma.
She doesn't have that kind of sense of humour. But that's why I was trying to show all the comedians that look at me head, because I said, oh, they're going to absolutely love this.
The
I was like,
stage
these evil comedians, I was like, they're going to enjoy that I looked this bad.
Yeah,
and they
course.
did.
Yeah, they did.
You know, other people in my life would have been concerned. But the comedians just
you're
fucking roll around.
Yeah, the absolute state. Yeah, you fucking eat it. Yeah.
But yeah, cousins are a powerful thing, really, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are. Now, another thing, you've no time to be watching the telly, have you, these days? But I watched a lovely show on, have you seen this? It just came up, I just thought, I haven't thrown on the Netflix now for a while. And up came this documentary about Martin Short. Are you a fan of Martin Short? You know the comedian Martin Short?
Big fan.
Yeah, big fan. What would everybody know him from? Only Murder in the Buildings, is it? That's
Yeah,
Only
and then I
Murders in
think
the Building.
before that you would have known him from maybe
Three Amigos.
Father the Bride.
Oh, Father the Bride. So Frank,
Yeah.
that character Frank. And then more recently, stage shows with Steve Martin. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a documentary, Emma, about his life.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Canadian, isn't he?
You're going to love it. Canadian, like the cousins.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just fascinating. I love shows like this. He obviously just took an awful lot of footage, camcorder footage of friends and stuff over the years. It seems like he's the party man. You know, you have a gang of friends.
Yes.
And when you get to the point where you're married and have children, you become more friendly with the people who have children your age.
Yeah.
You need people to holiday with. You need people to come and have the Sunday roast with, and you generally end up with the people who have children the same age as yours, so they can hang out and adults can talk to adults. Well, my God, the who's who of Hollywood and the Martin Short gang. The Martin Short gang. Wow. At one point, his wife was absolutely gorgeous. Nancy was her name. And she bought this cottage without him having seen it.
Okay.
In Canada.
Yeah.
On the water. Now, this is the dream. This, to me, now, this is the dream. If you can get a little cottage that's right on the water. Do you know that you could just pull up a little chair and a table?
Yeah.
And go down with a little glass of wine in the evening to sit and look at the lake.
Yeah.
If you can, as anybody would say, a final home by the sea, you've made it.
I know, but is there midgets though?
I never thought of the midgets.
Am I going to get eaten alive?
I never thought of the midgets. I don't know if they have them now in
We
Canada.
need to look into that
They
first.
definitely have them in Cavan. Definitely.
Yes.
She went straight to the midgets.
Well, me sitting by the water in an evening is not
I was
good.
laughing as well because they kept referring to it as the cottage, and I was going, would you call it a cottage?
Oh yeah, it was a huge.
It looks like a substantial house to me.
Yeah, I
Now,
can
in
imagine.
fairness, not like massive, not over the top, not like wildly wealthy.
Yeah, but a big,
not unattainable,
cottage.
but just not a cottage to me is a little bungalow. That's a a 2-bedroomed little bungalow. That's a cottage to me. Anyway, the gang, the friend group, Steve Martin, his wife, their children.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, his wife, their children. Steven Spielberg, his wife, their children. Who else was in there? Catherine O'Hara. Catherine O'Hara was in there. Who were the others? A few more. Singers and all kinds of. But Steve Martin, talking about Martin Short, said he is the most connected person in show business that I've ever known. From the high end, from the top to the very bottom, he knows everyone.
Oh,
He's just the centre. He's one of those people, and I thought to myself, these are valuable people. These are these are the valuable people in life. The way Steve Martin described him was, he said, if you were throwing a party, he said, this is how I will describe Martin Short. If you were throwing a party and you invited Martin Short, and you were all ready to go, and Martin Short rang you and told you he couldn't make it, you'd cancel the party.
Okay, yeah.
The life and soul, the centre of it all.
Yeah.
Aren't they very valuable people, though?
Is there anyone like that in Irish comedy?
Yeah, I know a few people who are like highly entertaining, always up, great company. Richard Cooper now would be one of those people.
Oh, really? See, I've never
Richard's
met him.
great company and just very, very fun. You'd be happy to see him. You know the people that you'd be happy to see coming into a room? 'Cause they bring a lot to the table.
Yeah. You need that energy.
Yeah, they come in and they bring a lot of energy with them.
Yeah, ready to go.
Yeah, these people should be given medals, I think.
Yeah, will we do a little student of the year for that?
I think if you were going to do an honours list, that's what it should be for. I mean, it's all very well and good to be having honours for people who are kind, people who are talented, people who are this, people who are good at sport. Fucking give it to the people who are the crack.
Yeah.
They arrive in a room, everybody's mood is lifted because they're bringing that energy in the door. Michael Murphy's another actor, another Irish actor who would be of that ilk.
Okay, I haven't met him either.
Yeah, Michael would be a good friend of ours now. In the door, Michael, immediately crack. Michael
Okay.
McElhatton, he'd be another one. Good crack immediately.
Crack immediately with Michael McNaughton.
Immediately. Always funny. Always funny. I just love it because it just makes me so happy. These are the people that just make me happy.
I didn't think he would have been like that. I would have thought he was quite a low-key person.
Oh, it could be low key, but no, it doesn't take long for him to be high key.
Oh, interesting. Because you've
He's
played...
always ready for a laugh. Liam Cunningham's always ready for a laugh. He'd be another one.
Yeah.
Great, good crack. Oh, very good company, yeah.
Sounds to me like this is just people you're enjoying flirting with. I'll be totally honest with you, Bob.
I just realised it was
fine
after
line.
mentioning 4 men, but no, they're all old mates, and not at all. I mean, none of that. I didn't mention. I suppose I'm thinking the women, my girlfriends, like the Eva Berthistle, who's always hilarious.
Yeah.
SJ, always funny. You know, they're just people. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I was naming the people of profile for the listeners who might know them because they're actors.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's just explaining myself.
No, you can't explain yourself too much now, Deirdre. We're suspicious
Do you
again.
agree with me, Emma?
Yeah, you want to be
These are
around
people. They're just worth.
Do you know what I
their
think?
weight and go. When you watch this documentary, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love him.
Oh, I love him
because
already,
he's had so much tragedy in his life.
Yes,
this is the
and
dreadful
only
thing.
recently as well.
Oh, did you hear?
Yeah.
He lost his daughter.
Yeah.
And that's not part of this doc.
Yeah.
It happened afterwards, which is even more bloody sad. But he lost his brother and his parents very young. And he's had loads of time, but he's also very, very interesting on the highs and the lows of the business and just going, look, look, you have a mortgage, you have 2 children. You just try to keep going. You just try to keep going. You know, it was never like trying to scale the heights or anything else.
Yeah.
You know, he just...
Well, if you're going for longevity, you just gotta...
Yeah, I mean, he got longevity in the end because, I mean, who would have expected him to have Only Murders in the Building be such a huge hit at this stage of his life?
Yeah.
But very measured, very lovely. And his father was Irish.
Oh,
it was nice to see that.
Yeah.
And his brother was a writer. And Dan Levy was the one I left out. His Bezzy mate.
Yes.
His wife and their children. All in that gang. So the Christmas parties, Emma, were all of these people.
Oh, yeah.
And their children. And of course, he's a great singer. So everybody was forced to do something.
Oh, yeah.
You had one of them going, can't just turn up for a fucking party and be relaxed. No, have to learn a fucking song. She was slagging him off.
Yeah.
But I just thought it's interesting. These are the people, if you don't have people who are good at gathering your mates, gathering people together, you're lost.
Because I've done a few deep dives in them before, but that thing of like just being the crack, I actually think if I had been, you know the way, what would you tell your younger self? Fuck off, who gives a shite?
But I'm not able for those questions, by the way. My brain doesn't respond.
Some of the early jobs I had, you take it very seriously and whatever. Being the crack is actually just so much more valuable.
Well,
why didn't I just do that?
Well, he another great point he made about work and about jobs when he said you go in, you're part of a family for a while. It might be successful, it might not be successful.
Yeah.
You genuinely can never tell.
Yeah.
We've all been in good things that did not fly.
Yeah.
You know, and bad things that did okay. So, you know, you can never, there's no rhyme or reason to this business. And he said, the question to be asking is, did you have nice dinners? And I thought, yeah. Did you go out for nice dinners?
Yeah.
With your castmates? Did you get nice food and nice bottle of wine?
Yeah, and I thought, crack when there was time.
Yeah, when there was time to have together and have fun. Did you do it like?
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's very true.
You're gonna enjoy it. I've told you most of it now, but it doesn't matter.
No, but I would have known a good bit about him already. Is it a 2-parter or what is it? Or just one?
Just one.
Oh, that's nice.
One thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's nicely made. But I was bloody devastated then when I realised afterwards. Steve had said to me, I think he lost a child. And I said, oh no, when was this?
Yeah, I knew about that.
It was only February of this year. The other rumour mill was that himself and Meryl Streep were dating.
Yes, but we had talked about that in the podcast. But was that not true?
It just went away. Okay. They were spotted on the street having a little smooch. And there was a paparazzi shot of the two of them. And then that was it. It kind of went away. The story became a no story. I'd love them to get together now, Emma. I'd like that to happen.
Send a message there. Just let them know. you're
Will I
rooting
send a
for it.
message to Myrtle
Yes.
and say, Myrtle, Martin needs help now. You need to pick him up.
And come here. Well, as you say that, though, I mean, talk about parallel lives. Exact same going on with Katie Price and her husband.
Oh.
It's all gone cold there, hasn't it?
Mother of mercy. What Katie did next. What happened to Katie next? I mean, this story. I
love
actually
Katie.
can't.
I love Katie.
I think
but
everybody,
feel
I think a lot of people love Katie.
I
There's
feel like
actually
saying
a
to
lot.
Katie, you've been ghosted. He's blanked you.
Yeah.
He's not missing.
She's not taking it in.
He's gone.
Is she just she's just kind of refusing to accept, I think, that she's been duped in the public eye so severely.
Yeah.
So she's in some kind of denial, and she's going, no, he hasn't ghosted me. He's been held in Dubai against his will.
He's been kidnapped.
But
Look,
he's the
we've all
ultimate
been
what's
We've
the
all
word?
been there where we've thought there must be something else going on.
He's
He
the
hasn't
ultimate. He's the
contacted me.
ultimate playboy. He's the
Yeah.
swindler. He's the ultimate swindler.
There'll be a doc about him soon.
Oh yeah. He's going to jail. But he's the swindler. Yeah, to be taken in so badly.
Yeah.
Why does she have to marry these lads? Why does she have to do the marriage thing?
So expensive.
It's very expensive. Now, apparently somebody was saying this will all be null and void and she'll have a case.
Oh,
he won't get
okay.
he won't get anything. She'll have
Right,
a case
okay.
because of his fraudulent behaviour, basically.
He's not been kidnapped.
No. No such luck.
I know. Wouldn't
You'd
you
love him to
her
have
if he
been
had-
kidnapped.
Yeah,
You'd love
no.
him to be kidnapped, yeah. What kind of where is he spinning the yarns?
But
What's
you know
going
what?
on?
The people who spin the yarns, the big yarns, they just get so big and they get so lost in them, and
Yeah.
one is covering another.
Yeah.
And then you're putting another one on top of that. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And the other
bigger.
question, the other mystery question is, they're not together that long. And they've
No.
only just got married. So why is he bailing now so fast?
Maybe is there just too much attention on him?
Is that not what he's after, no?
Don't know. Maybe something's after going wrong in the background.
We might have more information for next week's pod.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm lacking there on the detective, Emma.
Detective Doran, I think, might have to have a go.
Yeah, I'll have a little dive. and
We
see what I
did
can
discuss
find.
Blake Lively and that case settled, didn't we? Detective
Yes,
Doran, yeah.
settled, yeah.
Settled, yeah. Okay, well, we have to keep it tight, love. It's time.
We have to keep it tight.
Yeah, keep it tight.
Don't forget about it. If you haven't signed up yet to Thanks to MILF.
Oh, yeah,
get a
sign
grip.
up. Sign up.
Yeah, we're there every week.
Yeah, that's where the gossip is.
That's where the secrets are.
Okay, keep it tight, and we're going over to Thanks to MILF. See you next week. Oh, and sorry, Ballinasloe, 29th of May. That's it. Be there, or you're never going again.
Stay embarrassed for you and come to see
Mortified.
me, EmmaDoranComedy.com. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.